All right, what's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a great Christmas and Happy New Year's. We're about to be over with 2025. Pretty crazy, but wanted to follow up kind of a year in review a little bit and look at what I'm expecting next year. Then we'll jump into some strategies, see how they've been doing, and just yeah, general overall. Wanted to mention, if you are not a part of the Bumper Bands Discord and like any of the content in this video, feel free to like and subscribe to the video, and then also there'll be a link in the description below where you can find out more about the tools and indicators that I build and use. All right, let's jump into it. So last year I was talking about the market cap of Bitcoin versus the total 2 market cap. Total 2 market cap is everything but Bitcoin in the crypto sphere. And we've noticed a few times in the past where when crypto, when the Bitcoin market cap was virtually the same. I should reverse that. When the total 2 market cap caught up to the Bitcoin market cap, marked some severe pullbacks, and when it surpassed it, it marked kind of the end of the bull run. So what I'm expecting here at some point is to see the total 2 market cap surpass Bitcoin probably in the next 3 to 5 months, and then that will be the end of the bull run. Now, this is just kind of my theory on this, and we've only seen it really be able to play out twice in the past because there's really only enough history in crypto to look at a couple of periods. One was in, let's see, back here in 2017. If I can get these to line up, you can see 2017 Bitcoin's market cap for, let's see, what is it? December of 2017, Bitcoin's market cap was at 226 billion, and the total 2 market cap surpassed it at 303 billion. And after that was quite a long bear market, consolidation, whatever you want to call it. I would definitely call that a bear market, into consolidation, into the next bull run. And then here in, let's see, April of 21, you can see that the total 2 market cap caught up to Bitcoin. Now, in this case, it did not surpass it, and that was the major correction, which was very severe. And then over the next few months, the total 2 market cap surpassed Bitcoin. So what will happen this time? I don't know. I don't know how much different it will be. I'm expecting to see some sort of the same thing. And currently, the total 2 market cap is at 1.35 trillion, while the Bitcoin market cap is 1.85 trillion. Now, I do expect things to have changed a little bit since, there are definitely some bigger entities involved in buying and holding Bitcoin. Maybe we don't ever see this play out, but I still expect there are plenty of altcoins out there. I still expect to see an alt season where altcoins do at least make some gains on Bitcoin and close the gap a bit more. Now, we do have, obviously, this monthly candle is massive. It is probably, percentage-wise, one of the bigger monthly candles that we've seen, at a 36% gain in 1 month, almost 37% gain in 1 month. And so having a month or two of sideways consolidation, not out of the question for sure. And as you can see, December is already doing that. Now, I will say, if December closes the market cap below 1.86 trillion, a little bit worrisome for me, because the jewel for that will turn down in January. So we'll kind of see what happens when January opens up. I'll follow up on this again, kind of see where we are at. Monday tends to be an up day, and over the past few days we've been floating around 1.86 to 1.9 even, to 2 trillion. Anyway, so that's, it's very feasible that it could absolutely close above 1.85. I kind of actually expect Monday to be a bit of an up day and that to happen, but we'll see. So yeah, we'll follow up with that. The other thing I will say is, if it does close negatively, a lot of times if we see one negative month after some major gains, it'll be there'll be at least another month where, so January could, if it closes red on both the total 2 and the Bitcoin market cap, January could also be a bit of a red month as maybe we pull down more. Bitcoin might drop down. I don't know market cap wise, but at least price wise to lower 90s, mid 80s even. So, all right, let's kind of keep going. That's enough of that. Let's look at some strategies here. Jump to my window where I have all these laid out. Okay, so we've seen if you're trading the Bitcoin 30 minutes, we've seen a decent sized loss here after some pretty good wins. Obviously, the month of December is still very green, and the year about 32%. So if we close right here, that's a pretty healthy side or healthy gain for a year. 32% with only 2 months in the red, not bad at all. So we'll take it. Drawdown for this year has actually been pretty good. Let me go ahead and jump to the beginning and see what the actual drawdown was for just this year. But yeah, it's been doing pretty well. So this is the 30-minute strategy. The other one that has been doing great is the VMP 30-minute, where that one has also seen about 30%, and the drawdown is even better. So it didn't take this last loss. It takes a lot less trades, has a lot higher average trade, and in general is just a much safer, or has been a much safer strategy to trade. But all right, let's look at the year drawdown is about 10%, not too bad, and it's really mostly happened over here in the mid part of the year. So yeah, I have made an adjustment to the VMP strategy where I changed the BBWP to be greater than 30. It made the max drawdown even better. So yeah, I did that a little bit ago. All right, injective. This is a strategy I was trading and was doing pretty well. The month of December still, very great gain, 11% for the month of December. And you could see that it's definitely beating the buy and hold where Injective took some huge dumps. Now, recently, the last couple days and even today, took a pretty hefty size loss. So that one's hurting a little bit the past few days because it was much higher. But we'll see. Injective not necessarily looking super strong, not weak either. Just kind of, it's fine. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like altcoins have been hit a little bit harder. Speaking of, let's look at this new strategy that I just built for Doge, whatever you want to call it. Interestingly enough, all the Decembers in the recent history have been negative. So take that or leave that. January's not sure. We'll see. I expect this actually to be maybe a negative January as well. But anyway, I just finished this strategy for those that want to jump on board and start trading it. It comes with a complete bundle. You can see it's taken some losses over the past month. Obviously, the buy and hold has taken even bigger losses. So buy and hold, had this massive run up, outperforming the strategy, and then these huge drop offs. So, I mean, the upside of trading a strategy with better drawdown is you might not get some of those massive drawdowns. However, still 6%, almost 7% for the month is still really severe. So I kind of look at, I would never start trading a strategy after there was a massive run up like this. I think it's just, asking for XRP and Dodge both did this, just asking for some losses. I usually wait until there's some losses like right now, and you could see this happen in the past. There were some losses here. And, even if you started trading somewhere in this area where it, had it, might not have made all of the losses, it at least doesn't take quite as long to recover. So obviously, none of this is financial advice, and take these strategies and do what you will with them. However, for me, if I was looking to get into this strategy in particular, now as it seems like a decent time, at least to scale in a little bit. All right, let's look at some Solana. Let's look at a couple. There's the 10-minute Solana. This one's only down 1.5 this month, which is, not bad, especially considering it's definitely had some pullbacks. What happened to Siri there? All right. It's definitely had some pullbacks, as bad or worse even in the last year. So we're just seeing par for the course right now in December. I've been trading this strategy for several months. Still, the strategy is still in the green for me. But yeah, for people that are newer and are looking at trading new strategies, It might be a decent time to scale in a little bit, make your own choices based off of what you think, but it's okay. I expect it to take a few more losses here and there in January, but generally, have we seen the bottom? Maybe getting close. You can see, in general, Solana's had a pretty bad pullback at the buy and hold price. So let's look at Solana. Let's see. I had a 30-minute somewhere here. All right, here. Okay, Solana 30-minute. Still green for the month, but definitely has had some pullbacks. You can see here recently. Um, Not quite as bad as what we saw earlier. Would that have been earlier in maybe April? I don't actually know when this correlates to. I could look in the list of trades, but I won't do that for now. I'm just gonna breeze through this. So anyway, yeah, this was kind of painful. I'm trading a version of this strategy. Definitely felt those losses, but I've already started to recover, and I've been trading my Solana strategy for over 6 months. So still in the green, but giving back gains is always hard. All right, let's look at a couple of, I guess we'll look at Bitcoin in a couple shorts. So this is a Bitcoin 10-minute, about the same as Solana, ranging sideways a little bit. The month is down a bit, but not too bad overall. This year, still not even including January and February, almost a 40% total gain this year. Cannot complain about that. Let's look at the short strategies now. Solana, short strategy, doing pretty great. Slowly grinding up and to the right, which is what we like to see. Had some pullbacks in November, and now it's kind of starting to recover the ground. So I am running a short on Solana and as well Bitcoin. So this strategy has been doing pretty great. As well in November, it saw some big pullbacks, and then December has just crushed it. Obviously, the market's been down. So this strategy is proving true. It's actually kind of interesting to watch short strategies, and whenever I see them take some major losses like that, um, wondering if the market might get a little toppy, because we do tend to see that when there are, besides over here in this would probably been 2020. When was the bull market last? 2021. It obviously the major part of the bull market. This took some huge hits. So you never know if it's obviously going to be one of those examples where it takes some massive hits. But I did find it interesting after, because I was trading this and I saw it take some hits. I was wondering if there was going to be some toppy action coming in, and it ended up being the case for this. So I don't know. I'll keep watching that in the future. Whenever I see my short strategies really get nailed hard, might be a time to start being cautious at least. Last thing to look at, the XRP short strategy. So this one took obviously major hits when XRP went on that massive run in November and earlier this month, and then started to slowly recover. So let's look at that here. Just you can see that it massively took. I mean, that drawdown is just nasty. Oh, I don't want to do that. Well, whatever. That drawdown is not fun. Let me get rid of that. Back over here to XRP. Gosh, this is really annoying. Okay, there we go. So the month of November, just a nasty 11% drawdown. If you're trading that at leverage, that's real painful. And actually, let me look at just, it's probably going to be quite a bit more than 11% if we do this. Let's just start in October. So because this is where it's a bit misleading, because it's kind of based more on previous. Weird, that does not look right. I guess maybe because it's coming off of that. That's real interesting why it's saying, oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, net profit is 3%. Max drawdown is 18%. Yeah, that's gnarly. You can see as XRP took its massive run, the short strategy took its major losses. Was this a bottom here? I actually tend to think so. XRP generally does these massive runs to the upside, and then after that, we'll have lots of sideways and slow downward periods. So, it's something to watch at least. I'm not currently trading this strategy. In the past, though, when we saw massive losses like this, decently was a good opportunity. November, December, January. But the problem is you can have 2 or 3 months where it takes some massive losses. before it recovers. So if it takes some more massive losses in January, I actually might consider trading this strategy again. But anyway, all right. So let's wrap it up there. I am working on some new stuff. So actually, before we wrap it up, I'll show you what I've been working on. One would be a new indicator that goes with the bumper bands. So this is called, probably going to call it like the um, BAWP for bumper bands with percentile, something like that. But I'm working on a couple different versions of it and making strategies based off of that. And you can see it has some great net profit and pretty nice smaller drawdowns. I'm not quite finished with this strategy yet, but yeah, I mean it's done really well. It's obviously had some pretty big losses here and there, but generally the market but generally gone up and to the right. So even where other strategies were consolidating sideways, this one generally has gone up and to the right a bit more. And if I backtest the full history, it looks real nice. So I'm excited about kind of getting this out there, seeing how it forward test and all that stuff. But kind of watch out. So this is basically, yeah, watch out for this release. It's basically an indicator based on the bumper bands themselves. So, okay, wrap it up there. Hope you all have a great rest of your December and see you in January.